Hello, my beautiful bull gang. Elsie here to give you a reading. Happy Thursday/Friday. This probably isn't going to be uploaded until early in the morning, so I hope that you are having a great Thursday. And if you are a Monday to Friday person, it is almost Friday. Yep. Taurus, I'm here to do a reading for you. The first reading I do in the week is always for the week ahead. But these readings that I do for the rest of the week are for the energies that I'm pulling as I drop these cards. This is current energy. I trust that you will find whatever you need, right? I trust that this reading will find you, or you will find it, depending on what your needs are, and so I don't date them. All right? I am your sister in the bull gang. That's me, Taurus Sun. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us what's up for Taurus today. What is up for Taurus, please? What is up for Taurus? Tell me what's up for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus. Taurus. Okay. We are looking at the Devil. Capricorn energy. Possibly an attachment, some fear, doubt. Can I do it on my own? I don't know if I can. Can I break the attachment? What else do we have here? What's the attachment to? What is this attachment about? You're carrying around your burdens, Taurus. Something is burdening you. Yeah. I feel like it's the weight of the world. It's just the weight of the world, Taurus. Don't worry about that. Just the weight of the world. I feel like you've been overly burdened. Yeah. We also have, there's 2 wands on the ground here. That's what I feel that they are. And I feel like you've been so full of burdens. We've already got another one dropping here. I feel like you've been so full of burdens. Taurus, you've been carrying around a lot of stuff from the past. That's what I feel it is. And I feel like this is energy of things that people have done to you. So, actions people have taken, maybe somebody said something or did something and you decided not to say anything, and so you just took it on and you carried it. It also is stuff like, not getting the job that you wanted. Maybe you're, single and you don't want to be, or maybe you're in a marriage you don't want to be in. These are all burdens, right? And I feel like it's now that you can put them down. But I feel like you have a special attachment to them. And now listen to me, Taurus. If there's nothing that you hear from this this video today, just listen to me. Tyler does that. He yells, "Hey, Tyler's Tarot, listen to me." I love Tyler. Anyways, so I feel like you have an attachment to this. Now, a lot of people don't know who they would be if they didn't carry around their burdens, right? A lot of people, you could talk to some people and you'll say, "How are you?" And they immediately tell you all their ailments. "I'm sick of this, I'm sick of that, this makes me sick, that makes me sick, I'm on these medications." That is something that's an attachment. This person, someone who just can't speak to you without speaking about all the things that they're carrying around, it's because they haven't dropped them yet. So they'll tell you all about the past and the terrible things that happened and the things that people did to them. That's the attachment. So I feel like you don't know who you will be if you should drop the chaos. And that's the truth of it. I feel like some of us live in the Chicken Little syndrome, right? The sky is falling, because we just expect that it's going to fall. So I feel like this attachment to all the things that have happened to you, yes, all of those situations made you who you are. They've all led you to here, right? But they've led you to here as well. They've led you to the healing, right? The healing, the hope, your psychic self, your spiritual self, the person who wants to be in balance, the person who's scared to be in balance. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look more here, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What are these burdens about? Why are you so attached to them? I feel like you find your identity in the things that happened to you in the past. That's where you find your identity. I feel like these are all labels. All of those wands, I feel those are all labels that you put on yourself. Because you're not happy. I feel like you're bored. It feels like Groundhog Day. Whenever I see the 4 of Cups, this particular depiction to me is Groundhog Day. Yeah, you're getting in the meditation. You're taking care of yourself. I feel like you are trying to do your best to take care of yourself and make your heart happy with the meditations, being alone. I feel that all of it is becoming too much, though. It's becoming burdensome. Yeah. That you don't have to carry it all on your own, Taurus. It's okay to share the load. But I have someone here who's attached to their burdens. Someone who likes the label of, I have to take all these medications because of this ailment or that ailment. And that makes me special from you. That makes me special in my life, that I have all these attachments that I can't drop. That's my identity. I think you've become, that maybe for some of you, not all of you, of course, but some of you have become identified by your troubles and woes, or your medical issues or mental health issues. That has become your identity. You're no longer Taurus. You're actually the identity of these wands. You need to drop those. Yeah. It's the only way to be able to begin again, right? To be able to materialize the things that you're wishing for, hoping for. The only way to tap into your psychic powers or your clairvoyancy. It's the only way to tap into this beautiful healing. Yeah, I feel like you need to drop the burdens. However they have been accumulated, and it doesn't matter what the burdens are. We all have different ones, right? We all have different burdens. But I feel as though when you drop the burdens, you get out of this energy of Groundhog Day where you don't, you're not necessarily happy emotionally, kind of bored in redundant energy, kind of stale and stagnant. But I feel like this Capricorn energy has a hold on you. Who are you if you drop all those burdens? Right? If you don't identify as any of those things that are your labels, who are you? So we have the Page of Pentacles. Something's about to materialize, but understand that this page is looking straight up at that star. This page isn't going to be able to have anything materialize in this 3D world if they don't if they don't start hoping for it, if they don't start manifesting it. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Capricorn, don't have to be. Okay, so I think that a lot of the burdens that you're carrying, Taurus, are with you, and you can't drop them because they're attached to your heart space. Yeah. I feel like you're having a really hard time giving up conversations, communications, thinking about things in the past that people said to you that weren't kind. Maybe someone in your past, it could be a mother or father, I'm just saying it could be a family member that told you that you weren't enough, and you've been carrying that around. You feel tied to the situation, Taurus. Where you should be is at the crossroads, looking for adventure, Taurus, right? You should be looking for adventure. I feel like you need to put more work in on self. Yeah, I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is telling me that if you want anything to materialize here, first of all, you're going to have to work really hard. 7 and 1 Pentacle is 8. You're going to have to work really hard for it. And I mean, Taurus, you're not a person who ever shies away from hard work, for sure. But I feel like what's going on here is the hard work comes in the spirituality zone. That's what I feel. I feel like you can carry anything. 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Wands, right? You can carry anything. You can even carry heartbreak. You can try and protect yourself by staying in this redundant 4 of Cups energy if you want. But really, is that the adventure? Because right now you're tied down to the two of Wands. You haven't necessarily made a decision, but you feel tied down. You feel this attachment has tied you down, and I feel like that you're having a hard time believing that you could have a new start or a new job or a new life or a new relationship, or you could get out of the old relationship. I feel like you have to pay closer attention to self, because she's nurturing, right? She's taking the seeds of intention, and I think that's important for you to know, Taurus, is that the intention here is that you want to grow, right? That's the intention. So I feel as though that you need to work a little harder on your spirituality if you want to grow. And it might be something that you've ignored up till now. Or maybe you're a little spiritual, but just not spiritual enough to be able to have, a transformational moment. Maybe you're just partway on your journey, and that's okay too. Not everybody has to have it figured out. Taurus, you don't have to have it figured out right now. You don't. This is the journey, right? We're all so focused on the end result. When is the person coming? I want to know. Tell me, when are they coming? But it's not about when you get to the end result. Because at the end, what do? You hop in the grave. That's the end. You got to enjoy the journey, right? You have to learn to speak up, Taurus. You have to learn to speak up. You've been silent for too long. I feel like some of you are on the outside looking in, and you have a lot to say, but you're keeping it in. You're trying to heal it. I feel you're trying to heal it, right? We've got 3 of Swords and 1 is 4. I feel like you're trying to heal this 10 of Wands. You're trying to drop it. You do want to go forward to something that's passionate, but I really feel like it's an attachment for some of you, that you've created your identity and how you feel, your sicknesses, your illnesses, the things that happen to you, and you think they make you special or they make you different from everybody else. The truth is, we're all carrying a bag of bullshit. We're all carrying a bag of stuff that we keep on our stoop, right? We're all in it. Your problems are not any bigger or greater than anyone else's problems. We all are carrying our stuff, right? It really just depends on how we deal with it. It's time to love yourself. Yeah. I feel like it's really an important reading, because I know that we're as a human race, and I'm not just saying you, Taurus, but as a human race, we're really fixed on instant gratification. Some of us, not all of us, but we're in a time where we can have everything at our fingertips off of our phone, and that anything that we have to wait for seems to be something we're being denied. But why things come to us really slowly is because we need to be able to see it as it's arriving. We need to be able to deal with it and figure it out, and figure out if this is the right path for us or not. Things on earth are very slow. They've moved to a slow pace, so we can make decisions, right? We can make decisions. I feel like you are going to let go of this. I feel like you're going to beat the devil. I feel like you're going to let go of these 10 wands, the stuff that's been weighing you down, the stuff that you're trying to heal within the heart. I feel like you're going to learn to speak up, Taurus. For some of you, it's going to be love. For some of you, you're going to have a new start in love. You're also going to have a new start, I feel, with somebody who could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, because we're general reading, but the king is Scorpio, the king of cups. I feel like the 4 of Pentacles is telling me that you have been quiet for too long, Taurus. You're the person who sits in the back row and just doesn't say anything because you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to say anything that's going to hurt anybody. You don't want to be accused of not being politically correct or not using the right pronoun or whatever it is. I think you just need to speak up. And the truth of the matter is we're all falling and skinning our knees in this life. We all have to learn how to heal after the fall. So I think rather than worrying about not stepping in the puddle or not stepping where you shouldn't, it's time for you to start speaking up, right? Queen of Swords. It's time for you to start speaking up, because it's going to lead you to a path where you're going to have true and beautiful clarity, where you're going to begin to grow. Yeah, in the future, right? That came off the bottom of the deck. In the future, you're growing enough, spiritually, professionally, personally, maybe your family's growing, but whatever it is, the sun sheds light on all of it so you can see it really clearly and you know when to take this new start. But if you're doing this, if your face is being hidden by all your burdens here, and you're really just kind of looking at your burdens as a badge of honor, because you think that makes you more special than any other Taurus or person in the world, the truth of the matter is we're all carrying it around. That's the truth. It doesn't make you any more special than anyone else. It makes you burdened. It makes you attached to your burdens and bored while you're doing it. I feel like there's a lot of things, I'm not making light of it, Taurus, but I feel like there's a lot of things that happened in your past life that have been horrible, terrible, awful things. And now it's time to make peace with it. Whatever way you do that, it's time to make peace with it and move it forward, because you can't carry all these burdens into the future thinking that you're going to have a different future if you're just going to be in the burdens. You need to end the cycle. If you don't end the cycle, yeah, it's a tough cycle, right? It's awful. It's an awful cycle. People said harsh things to you. Slamming of doors, maybe silent treatments. Someone that you really trusted just shoved a knife in your back and left you for dead, left you for the feast of the wolves. Yeah, but I feel like that you've learned something over that, right? 3 of Pentacles, that guy is teaching those kids about an apple, right? I feel like you've learned something. And I also feel like you need to stand your ground on the things that you've learned. And don't be afraid to peek out, because it's going to work out fine. I feel like there's going to be some sort of big change that's coming here for you, Taurus. I feel like you're going to take action on something that you may not have taken action on in the past. But I really feel it really has to do with dropping these burdens here. So, what's in the past, Taurus? Where are you coming from? I just saw 15:15 on the clock. I don't know if that means anything to you. 15:15 on my timer. All right. So what happened in the past that you're carrying around? Because I feel like you're broken hearted and burdened and you're trying to heal, but I don't know that you're doing it in the right way. For some of you, you're going to be able to heal your own past. For some of you, you're going to need the help of someone who's a psychologist or a psychiatrist or someone who is a life coach or somebody like that. What happened in the past that burdened you so much? You learned that there's a soulmate. So that's the burden. I think for some of you, you can't be with the soulmate right now, and that is the big burden. You're trying to learn about this person by watching them. I really think you should stop watching them, honestly, giving energy to it where energy is not being given back to you. And I'm not saying end it. I'm not saying just turn your back from that person for the rest of your natural life. I'm saying that right now, you're watching the soulmate, and I don't think that it's really conducive to your growth, your healing. We have here the 10 of Wands. We know that there's been an accumulation of burdens that you've been dragging around. And it's heavy, Taurus. I know you're bovine. I know you got big shoulders and you can do it, but put it down. Put it down. Because you're not sleeping. Yeah, you're not sleeping. You're going over it and over it, obsessively thinking about it. And this is not your identity. This is your identity. Yeah, healing, moving forward, finding home. Where's the place? People are watching. People are cheering you on and want you to be the best that you can be in your life, right? That's what the Six of Wands is. The Six of Wands is about coming back from the fight. It's all of these burdens, right? These are wands. It's all of these burdens coming back from the fight, a war. Some of you may have even been to war, like the actual war, but some of you are raging war in your life. Some of you who are, people are carrying around things that we don't know that they're carrying around, and they're just trying to heal it. I feel like you feel that you need to find a place that's your own, like home, a place to call home. And where you live, you probably live in a house, but that might not be your home. It might not feel like home. Maybe a person is home. Maybe an Aquarius is home, right? That's what the star is. It's Aquarius. Aquarius and Capricorn, we've got Aquarius twice. It's really about your healing. Now, I know you usually come here and it's a love reading, but the truth of the matter is that there is a little bit of love here, right? I feel like there is love here, and in the future though, but not before you drop the burdens and get your spiritual self right, not until you grow spiritually. And when you grow spiritually, you have an Ace of Pentacles here, something that you're going to invest in. I think what you're going to invest in is you, Taurus. And I think that this is really, really poignant for some of you that are waiting for a twin or waiting for a soulmate or waiting for the person in the future. This is what you should be doing right now. You should be, manifesting the person or the thing or the place or the job, and then turning your back to it and acting as though you have it. It's okay. I just haven't heard about it yet. The job is coming. The job is mine. They just have to call me and tell me that it is. So you have to start acting as though you have worth. This isn't going to be a reading for everyone. It's very specific. So I feel like you need to start speaking up. You need to start telling people how you feel. Give them your emotion. And don't apologize for how you feel, please. Apologize for a situation. If you did something dumb, apologize for the situation. But I feel like what you should never apologize about is your feelings about the situation. The Queen of Swords, I feel, is telling you to speak up. It's time for your voice to be heard so you can go on this adventure and start this new thing. You need to be heard, but I feel like it starts with love. Love for self, love for humanity, love for other people. I think it starts with really connecting with your emotions deeply. That's who the King of Cups is. It doesn't mean you have to show everybody on the surface what's going on. It also doesn't mean you have to lead with, hi, I'm me, I have mental illness. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you're really stuck in a situation where you've labeled yourself with mother, sister, brother, mental illness, whatever it is, whatever labels you put on yourself. That's why I don't like labels, y'all. I don't like them. Anyways. We've got love on the bottom of the deck. It is coming in the future. There is going to be a conversation about feelings. I feel like you are not going to be single for much longer, and that the Four of Cups that's here, I feel like it is a cup. It has to do with a cup that you've offered or a cup that someone else has offered you. It's a long-term relationship that's coming on. I think that's what you want in the future, right? You want someone to call your own. You want someone to bring in love messages and yada, yada, the whole 9 yards, right? 10 yards. Yeah, I think that's what you want, but I think there's a lot of work to be done first. All right, let's look at my deck. And if it is love that we're looking at in the future, tell me more about this person that Taurus has their eye on. You might be seeking clarity. Oh, about change. Okay, so we're not even talking about your other person. I feel like you're seeking clarity about change, and I feel like that's going to come with your healing. You're seeing numbers, and as you see numbers, I feel like you're getting closer and closer to your soulmate, to the person who is assigned to you, essentially, is what I think. So we have a lot of quick change that's coming up here. So 5s, if you're seeing them, and I don't mean just, on the clock. I mean, in places that are weird. Maybe you're walking by, I don't know. Charlie is showing me someone walking through the park and seeing a bin that you throw the garbage in, and it's got a code on the side that says that's a bunch of 5s or has consecutive 5s. Like, you're going to see it in weird places. And that's because there's quick change coming. The universe really wants you to be able to look for the changes. And that's the way you're going to heal, when you know things are going to start to get better, right? Better with the sun, better with the new path that's opening up. And then we have 7s. So first of all, the 5s, what do they mean? Quick change, embracing change. There's lots of change, adventure, freedom, right? We saw this. Adventure and freedom is exactly what we saw on the bottom of the deck. That's coming up for you in quick change. And then we have 7s. 7s is all about rewards and achieving success, rewarding your efforts. And so I feel like you're going to be rewarded with your healing. When you start peeling off all these labels to find out who you are, Taurus, I feel like you're going to become a different person, or you're going to wake up to self. So I feel like you're going to be having a string of luck or good fortune, and there's promise for abundance to be coming when you see 7s. So I feel like you're going to see the soulmate. I feel like all this healing is going to be worth it. All this change, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time at home. For some of you, your person could be a Scorpio, or maybe you have Scorpio in the chart, but I feel like your person is someone who is a past life connection. And it says here, more numbers, 9s this time. 9s are what happened just before the end of the cycle, right? So remember your worth. Right? Remember your worth, look within, live in alignment, and that's all about the star. Be prepared for a deep connection. That's also the star. So I feel like when you come out of this healing, and it's a lot of hard healing, I'm just saying, I've been through a lot of stages of it, and it's tough. I feel like you're rewarded with the past life connection. For some of you, it could be an older feminine. Doesn't have to be. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Taurus, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate it. I would really love to hear what you have to say in the comments, because this isn't really like any of the other readings. I feel like somebody really needed to hear this, or it wouldn't have come up. I think it's the majority. I think I get majority energy. So I'm going to go for now. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'm going to be there watching you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.